Hey folks, water buffaloes number over 208 million worldwide in 2025, mostly in Asia, and support farmers through milk and meat harvesting. These animals thrive in humid climates, perfect for large-scale farms. In the US, Emily Carter at Appleton, Maine's only water buffalo farm harvests milk and meat. Her farm harvests milk richer in calcium than cow's milk, and meat with 50% less cholesterol than beef, delivering healthy dairy and protein products. Farms use AI for breeding and nutrition to boost harvest yields. This cuts carbon emissions during harvesting. In Texas, Florida, and New York's Riverine Ranch, farmers harvest products sold at markets like Union Square. Buffalo meat contains bioactive peptides that support heart health, allowing farmers to harvest a healthier product for consumers. Climate change challenges harvesting, but genetic tech keeps buffaloes resilient. US imports of harvested buffalo products are growing, with global numbers set to hit 210 million by 2030. Emily Carter's farm and others like Me and McGee Market, the oldest US buffalo farm, harvest sustainably to meet this demand, ensuring steady milk and meat harvesting. From farms, the process shifts to harvesting meat through humane methods. Factories enforce strict hygiene with uniforms and sanitization. They use AI to monitor humane processing, meeting USDA standards. Meat is handled quickly after harvest to maintain quality. The harvesting includes evisceration, health checks, and chlorinated water washes. Chilling at -35 DGC to -40 DGC preserves the meat, followed by deboning and packing in food-grade bags within 24 hours. This keeps the harvested meat leaner and fresher than beef, locking in flavour. Factories treat effluents and conserve water during harvesting, creating jobs, including in US plants handling imported harvested products. As farms like Emily Carter's innovate in harvesting, factories deliver safe, high-quality meat to your table. Buffaloes also provide milk for premium dairy harvesting. At Italy's Telupara, 3,000 buffaloes yield milk for mozzarella. A $1,756,000,000 0 cents market in 2025. Harvesting this cheese involves curdling and hand stretching, creating a rich texture for dishes like pizza. Thailand's Buffalo Racing Festival on October 6, 2025 draws thousands to cheer as farmers race buffaloes for local pride. Like American rodeos, celebrating heritage while eco-farming grows. Closed-loop harvesting at farms like Carroll Farms in Georgia minimizes waste, supporting sustainable harvests. Ready to taste the harvest? Order grass-fed buffalo meat from Buffalo Valley Pastures or Exotic Meat Market in California. Grill buffalo steak with salt and pepper for juicy perfection in minutes. Get mozzarella from Belgioio Osso at Whole Foods or Buff Creamery's award-winning cheeses at Italy. Where chefs rave about its farm fresh markets, from Maine to California. Buffalo shines at US farmers markets, from Maine to melted on homemade pizza for a creamy, rich taste. Water buffaloes drive sustainable harvesting, from global farms to your table. Emily Carter's mozzarella makes every family pizza night unforgettable. One family says it made their pizza night a weekly hit, delivering delicious green options through efficient milk and meat harvesting. Thanks for watching. Try Buffalo products today. Share your experience below and subscribe for more agriculture harvests. Buffalo Farming USA.
WLL Ranch is located on a large area of land covering more than 170,000 acres, equivalent to about 68,800 hectares. Here the buffalo herd is cared for and grown to about 10,000 heads. Each year the farm produces more than 2 million pounds of buffalo meat, making a significant contribution to the US buffalo meat market. WLR Ranch is equipped with modern and comprehensive facilities. barns here are designed to the highest standards, including an optimal ventilation system, an automatic water supply system, and an effective buffalo manure collection system, ensuring the health and comfort of the buffalo herd. The farm's grazing land is very large, giving the buffalo herds ample space to move and forage. In addition, to control the number of buffalo herds, farmers attach a number tag and location tag to each buffalo. The buffalo's diet includes concentrates, bersim corn, wheat bran, and other nutrients. The farm owners shared that the farm builds its own feed formula and provides food based on the buffalo's production needs. In addition, buffaloes here are also raised using semi-organic methods. On farms, buffalo are often raised for milk and meat. The next part of the video will give you clearer information about these, but don't miss them. Have you ever learned about the birth process of buffaloes? Female buffaloes can reproduce from 3 years of age or older. The ideal reproductive age is from 4 to 8 years old. After 8 years old, the female buffalo's fertility will gradually decrease. Female buffalo can reproduce many times in their life. On average, a female buffalo can reproduce about 10 times. The average gestation period of a female buffalo is about 330 days, equivalent to 9 months and 10 days. Female buffalo can give birth to 1 calf at a time. However, in rare cases, female buffaloes can give birth to twins. Normally, a mother buffalo will give birth within 2 to 4 hours. After giving birth, the mother buffalo needs to rest and recover her health. Newly born calves weigh about 66 to 88 pounds. The calf's skin is black or dark brown. Calves can stand and walk immediately after birth. Calves breastfeed for about 6 months. After 6 months, they can feed and wean themselves. They have good resistance and are less susceptible to diseases. However, calves need careful care to develop healthily. Next, let's explore the buffalo milking process at the farm. Here, buffaloes are brought into the milking area after the calves have been fed to stimulate milk flow. The process begins with checking and recording buffalo information, then moves on to checking milk quality. The milking machine is attached to the buffalo, and the milk is milked using a vacuum system. The milk is then transferred to a cold tank for preservation. This process includes pre-salado to kill bacteria, milking, and applying antibacterial products to the teat. After milking, buffaloes rest in the waiting area. Milk is stored in large containers before processing and distribution. Mozzarella cheese is a traditional cheese made from buffalo milk, famous for its delicate flavor and smooth texture. IT, the food plant. Milk is stored in coolers to maintain freshness and transported on temperature-controlled vehicles. The milk is then heated by workers in the food factory and mixed with a coagulant, usually rennet, to separate into curds and whey. Next, the curds are cut and placed in a vat of hot water to knead to create the cheese's elastic texture. After kneading, the curd is shaped into a ball or log and then soaked in a brine solution for flavor and preservation. The cheese is then aged in a controlled environment to develop its unique flavor. Mozzarella cheese is then packaged in water or whey containers, and the food factory distributes it to markets, specialty stores and pizzerias. The final product is a creamy cheese that is perfect for dishes. Have you ever experienced the unique and interesting aroma of this dish? How will male buffalo be handled after maturity? Join us to find out in the next part of the video. Buffaloes are transported farms to food factories. Here, tracking and labeling are applied to trace the origin of meat. The buffaloes will then undergo a health check before being allowed to rest and bathe for at least a day. Then, the processing is carried out according to a special method in the food factory. If you are curious, please leave us a comment. Next, the buffalo is skinned and processed using advanced equipment in the processing factory. After cleaning, the carcass is stored in the refrigerator for 24 hours at 2 to 4 dC to reduce temperature and eliminate pathogens. Next, they are broken down into parts and deboned. Finally, workers pack them into plastic boxes and vacuum them to ensure food hygiene and safety. Buffalo meat is a nutritious food, bringing many benefits to human health. They are a source of protein, iron, zinc, vitamin B12. Creatine is an important compound that helps increase muscle strength and endurance. Buffalo meat contains a lot of monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, which are good for heart health and help reduce bad cholesterol (LDL). In addition, buffalo meat also contains many other vitamins and minerals such as potassium, magnesium, phosphorus, which contribute to overall human health. Buffalo meat can be processed into many main dishes and delicious side dishes: buffalo stir-fried, dried, braised, or mixed with salad. according to statistics from the U.S. Department of Agriculture, USDA, in 2023, buffalo meat production in the U.S. in 2023 is expected to reach about 50,000 tons. The average consumption of buffalo meat per capita in the US in 2023 is estimated to be about 0.33 pounds. According to the USDA, demand for buffalo meat is expected to grow at an average rate of 5% per year from 2023 to 2028. In the US market, buffalo meat prices range from 10 to 20 USD pound, depending on the meat and quality. Before ending this video, we thank you for always accompanying and following Trending Farm. If you want to know more about processing processes and modern food factories around the world, don't forget to leave us a comment. See you again in the next videos.
The United States is home to some of the most famous apple growing regions, including Washington, New York, and Michigan. Washington leads the way in production, supplying about 65% of the country's apples from its 175,000 acres of orchards. Harvest season varies from state to state, with Washington taking place from August to November, while New York and Michigan also harvest from late summer to fall. Believe it or not, there are 3 harvesting methods used on US farms for apples alone. First is modern technologies like the Teal autonomous flying robot are transforming apple harvesting. Equipped with AI and computer vision, the robot picks apples with precision, reducing bruising and labor costs, and efficiently harvesting up to 10 acres per day. The second method of apple harvesting is also used in many modern farms. Can you guess what it is after watching the images that Trending Farm is showing? Yes, it is exactly the robotic arms that harvest apples. They are revolutionizing the industry, bringing higher precision and efficiency. Mounted on mobile platforms, these arms use AI and 3D vision to detect ripe apples and pick them with soft grippers or vacuum to avoid bruising. With the ability to harvest 10 to 12 apples per minute on each arm, they can operate for 6 to 8 hours on battery power. Their stable operation on the ground allows for continuous work, even in harsh weather, outperforming flying robots in terms of energy efficiency and reach. Last and probably the oldest is the semi-automatic apple harvesting system. This labor-saving harvester comes with a 25 HP Kubota diesel engine, 4WD, fully automatic steering balancing system, also comes with an efficient automatic bucket trailer with independent steering system. Can hold up to 12 empty bins, hold up to 4 full bins, and automatic chain drive for all bin movements. As you can see, the difference in input costs will also affect the quality and output of the harvesters. They can range from a few $100,000 to several $1 million for a single machine. If you are an apple farm owner, are you willing to invest? Leave a comment below our farming documentary with your honest answer. Wheat is a key component of the U.S. food industry, essential for the production of staples such as bread, pasta, and cereals. The U.S. produces around 1.9 billion bushels of wheat each year, with states such as Kansas, North Dakota, and Montana producing the majority of the crop. To achieve such large yields, U.S. farmers have adopted the Claus-Lection combine harvester for wheat cultivation. States began to convert their wheat harvesting operations in the late 1990s, and the latest models are the Claus-Lection 8900 versus the 780. These machines are known for their efficiency and advanced technology, with engines up to 700 horsepower combined with an integrated APS hybrid system for pre-separation and a rotary threshing mechanism to minimize losses. With capacities of up to 18,000 liters, these giant machines can harvest up to 40 acres per day. Oh my gosh, that's an impressive number. What do you think? If you agree, please like and share our farming documentary more. Known as an alternative crop between rice crops, peas are gradually becoming an important factor in the U.S. agricultural industry, especially in northeastern Montana. A farmer has increased his pea acreage by about 20%, equivalent to 1,800 acres on his farm. With such a large acreage, he uses an Oxbow PMC Ploger GP1189X4 Vulture Q305 self-propelled pea harvester and a long-life 10-ton Bailey trailer to support his farming work. Dear viewers, you are witnessing the giant transforming machines in the pea fields in Trending Farms farming documentary. You cannot imagine their power because they can work for hours and harvest peas easily even in the dark, which not all machines can do. You will continue to be amazed and delighted by the agricultural machines known as the monsters of the fields in the next part of this farming documentary. Are you ready to admire the Agrofac Hexa 12 machine in the sugar beet fields? Can you guess how much capacity it has? With a 12-row harvesting system, the deck capacity is up to 40 tons, allowing the machine to store a large amount of harvested sugar beet before unloading. This large capacity, combined with a powerful engine and advanced lifting and cleaning technology, makes the Agrofac Hexa 12 ideal for large-scale farming operations, providing high productivity and reduced downtime. Poppy harvesting plays a unique role in American agriculture, especially in the context of specialty crops. Poppies, especially the Papaver somniferum variety, are prized for their seeds and medicinal properties, contributing to a niche market that generates about $800 million annually. Their popularity in the United States stems from their use in culinary applications, such as poppy seed bagels and pastries, as well as in the pharmaceutical industry for the production of opium and other drugs. Poppies are primarily grown in states such as California, which accounts for about 70% of the United States poppy seed production, as well as Washington and Oregon. Poppy harvesting involves specialized machinery, such as the combine harvesters you see in this farming documentary. They are equipped with cutting and threshing capabilities specifically designed for the delicate nature of the flowers. These machines ensure efficient harvesting while minimizing plant damage, allowing farmers to maximize yield and quality during the harvest season, which typically runs from July to August. The integration of advanced harvesting technologies has significantly improved productivity, allowing farmers to manage large fields more efficiently. If you find these amazing machines as fascinating as we do, like and subscribe to Trending Farm for more great content.
The Duroc pig, a breed celebrated for its astonishing weight gain and superb meat quality. Has truly become a cornerstone in the bustling food factory of the Corn Belt and farms throughout the eastern United States. With coats ranging from rich brown to deep red, powerful, muscular builds and legs built for strength. These pigs are not only impressive to behold, but are also remarkably resilient. Their adaptability to different climates is just one reason why Durocs have captured the attention of farmers everywhere. On these farms, carefully designed layouts featuring barns, rotational grazing areas, and solid fencing create a sustainable, nurturing environment for the Durocs to thrive. Outdoors, their natural hardiness is maximized, supported by seasonal touches like cozy winter shelters and cooling summer ventilation, which ensure they grow with ease and comfort. Known for their marbled, flavorful meat, a striking 58 to 58% of their body weight. Duroc's efficient feed conversion and consistent quality make them a favorite among American farmers. In every way, the Duroc pig contributes to a reliable, richly satisfying supply of pork, keeping it at the heart of America's pig farms. Durocs thrive on a balanced diet that fuels their growth and enhances meat quality. These pigs grow from birth to a remarkable processing weight of 250 pounds in just 3.5 months. Farmers ensure their diets are diverse and nutritious, typically including grains and vegetables, avoiding meat products to keep them safe from infections. This fast growth rate not only meets production demands but allows farmers to keep their operations sustainable and cost-effective. Feeding is carefully planned, with each meal ensuring that the pigs grow healthy, lean, and ready for market, making every bite of Duroc pork rich in flavor and nutrition. The health of each Duroc pig is the focus of every farmer's day. These pigs are naturally hardy, with a strong resistance to common diseases, but farmers take every precaution to keep them healthy. One essential aspect is providing opportunities for mud bathing in a natural environment. This instinctive behavior cools the pigs on hot days and protects their skin from sunburn and biting insects. The mud also creates a natural barrier against external parasites, such as lice and ticks, reducing the need for chemical treatments. In the eastern United States, where summers can be intense, mud bathing not only supports their comfort but also promotes a more natural, holistic approach to disease prevention and health management. On Mississippi farms, the life cycle of each Duroc pig is meticulously managed to ensure optimal growth, health, and comfort from birth. Sows or mother pigs typically give birth to about a dozen piglets, each weighing around 2 to 3 pounds. Farmers monitor and nurture the piglets closely, providing the right nutrition and care to support their rapid development. After a few weeks, the piglets are weaned and transitioned into specialized feeding programs designed to maximize their growth rates. Within approximately 3.5 months, each Duroc pig reaches a robust market weight of around 250 pounds. This efficient growth cycle aligns with the needs of American farmers, as the Duroc breed matures quickly yet naturally, producing high-quality pork with a consistent, predictable output. For Mississippi's pork producers, the breed's rapid cycle and dependable performance make it a valuable choice, allowing them to keep up with market demands while maintaining high standards of animal welfare. Once Durocs reach processing weight, farms adhere to humane and efficient handling protocols. The transport process is calm and stress-free, with handlers trained to move pigs gently to avoid stress, which can affect meat quality. During loading and unloading, handlers use low-stress techniques, avoiding the use of electric prods. As recommended by the USDA and the National Pork Board, which require humane handling under the Transport Quality Assurance (TQA) program. Regulations also require specific stocking densities to provide pigs with adequate space and airflow, which is important for maintaining their comfort. These practices ensure both animal welfare and high-quality pork products, meeting industry standards for ethical and efficient transport. Inside the food factory, the focus shifts to preserving the unique qualities of Duroc pork. The rich marbling, deep red color and tender texture of Duroc meat are carefully maintained. Ensuring that each piece of meat is as flavorful as possible. The food factories operate efficiently, minimizing waste so that almost every part of the pig can be used. The machinery and every step in the food factory is meticulously and scientifically designed to maximize the extraction of Duroc pork. Although the equipment is similar to that of other pig breeds, thanks to the Duroc's ideal balance of fat and lean muscle, this pig yields around 72% of its weight as usable meat, more than many other breeds. We were surprised by this figure, which is certainly an impressive output for a food factory. What do you think? Quality control is the final, crucial step before Duroc pork reaches the consumer. Food factories inspect each piece, ensuring that only the highest quality meat makes it to market. Once packaged, Duroc pork is shipped across the country to grocery stores, restaurants, and family tables. It's a satisfying moment for both farmers and processors, knowing that all their hard work has culminated in products that people trust and love. Every package of Duroc pork tells the story of American agriculture, from the quiet fields where it grazes to the bustling markets where it's sold. Have you ever owned a Duroc? What has your experience with them been like? Or are you just starting to consider your options? If so, do Durocs seem like they could find a place on your property? After watching this video, let Trending Farm know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. So you don't miss any new videos about the exciting world of pet options you may not have known about until next time. Remember, there are no limits to adapting and learning. In recent years, wild boar farming has emerged as a unique and increasingly popular practice. Drawing interest for its economic benefits and ecological potential. Unlike their wild counterparts, which are often seen as destructive pests due to their impact on crops and natural habitats, farmed wild boars are carefully managed to harness their value rather than their challenges. For farmers, The appeal of wild boar farming goes beyond profit. It offers a sustainable alternative to traditional livestock, providing a way to meet demand while contributing to local economies. With global consumption reaching 1.3 million tons annually, wild boar meat has become a sought-after commodity. Prized for its distinctive flavor and nutritional profile. As several farmers share in their experiences, the motivations for entering this niche market range from a passion for sustainable agriculture to a desire to manage wild populations in controlled, ethical environments. Together, they reveal how wild boar farming not only mitigates the boar's ecological impact, but also introduces new opportunities within the agricultural landscape. With the rising demand for wild boar meat, pen design is essential for balancing safety and a semi-natural environment suited to these robust animals. High, reinforced fences, typically over 6 feet, are vital to contain wild boars, which are strong and skilled diggers. Inside each pen, durable wooden or metal shelters protect the boars from extreme weather. While strategically placed feeding areas help reduce competition and allow farmers to control each animal's diet. Breeding areas, set slightly apart from the main enclosure, give sows a secure, low-stress space to raise their young, improving survival rates. Wild boar farms vary in scale. Some house around 20 to 50 animals, while larger operations may support several hundred to meet increasing consumer demand. Europe is at the forefront of the wild boar farming industry, with Germany, Italy, and Poland hosting some of the largest farms. Here, wild boar farming began in the late 20th century as a sustainable alternative to traditional livestock, fulfilling both ecological and economic roles. Once the pens are built, the farmer outlines a structured daily care routine to ensure the health and well-being of the boars. Each animal is typically allocated approximately 100 to 150 square feet of space within the pen. A allowing for natural behaviors such as foraging and social interaction. Feeding occurs twice daily, early in the morning around 7 a.m. and again in the late afternoon around 4 p.m. The diet consists of a mixture of grains, vegetables, and protein supplements. Tailored to mimic the boar's natural diet while ensuring optimal nutrition. Each adult boar consumes approximately 4 to 6 pounds of feed per day. With higher protein levels in the colder months to support energy needs. Fresh drinking water is available throughout the day, and feed troughs are refilled twice daily to maintain humidity. This structured process balances the boar's nutritional needs with their natural behavior, promoting healthy growth and sustainability in the farm setup. Despite being kept in confined spaces, farms prioritize the development of wild boar behaviors. As you can see, farms are located in areas surrounded by woods and open spaces. Because in addition to regular feeding and barn maintenance, farmers allow wild boars to roam freely in designated areas. Adhering to the recommended free-range standards of about 500 to 1,000 square feet per animal, as suggested by animal welfare agencies. This space allocation allows wild boars to engage in natural behaviors such as digging, burrowing, and rolling. Which are important for both physical and mental health. Free-range periods typically last 4 to 6 hours per day, divided into morning and afternoon sessions. Giving wild boars ample time to forage, explore, and interact, which helps reduce stress and increase muscle tone. These natural movements help prevent common problems associated with confinement such as stiffness, obesity, and impaired immune response. Fresh soil, logs, and vegetation are regularly introduced into free-range areas. Encouraging instinctive habits such as rubbing, scent marking, and foraging. This setup ensures that the wild boar have a rich life that aligns with their natural behavioral patterns and contributes to a healthier, more resilient herd. While there are many benefits to allowing wild boars to roam freely, their uncontrolled presence poses serious risks. Especially in areas close to human settlements. In areas across Europe and North America. Increasing invasive wild boar populations have led to extensive property damage, crop failure, and even threats to human safety. In Germany, wild boars cause millions of euros in crop damage each year, destroying fields and trampling young trees. In Italy, uncontrolled wild boar populations have been reported to destroy vineyards and olive groves. With estimated losses of over 110 million SD in agricultural damage each year. Furthermore, wild boars can become aggressive if they feel threatened or if they stray too close to human settlements. A notable case occurred in Japan in 2022. When a wild boar invaded a residential area, injuring several people before authorities intervened. Such incidents highlight the need for controlled grazing. As wild boars roaming without proper management can pose significant economic and safety concerns. It is estimated that 66 to 70% of the feral hog population would need to be removed each year just to improve their destructiveness to agriculture and human life. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, FWC, defines feral hogs as wild but not game animals. Although feral hogs are ranked as the second most hunted mammal in Florida, after white-tailed deer, Odocoilus virginianus. It is important to understand the regulations governing trapping, hunting, breeding, and moving feral hogs within Florida, and the types of traps commonly and widely used. There are four main types of traps for feral hog management: box traps, cage traps, pen traps, and silo traps. Box and cage traps are typically smaller, about 3 to 6 feet long, and cost between $100 and $500. Making them ideal for small operations or areas where traps need to be moved frequently.
AI technologies are gradually developing and created by human hands. What if each processing factory gradually has fewer people working? Please share your thoughts below in the comments section of this video. And lastly, don't forget to recommend the channel to your friends so they can watch too.